Your inner child isn't a memory, it's a living part of you, still seeking safety, validation, and care. And the good news is, you don't have to wait for someone else to give it. You can reparent yourself, and it can start in just 60 seconds. Welcome back to our channel, where we share the latest research and insights into anxiety and depression so that you can feel better faster. In this episode, we're talking about how to reparent yourself in 60 seconds or less. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with anyone you think might benefit from this message. Now let's dive in. First things first, let's talk about what reparenting really means, because chances are you're not doing this wrong. You're just misunderstanding what it means to reparent yourself. We talk about reparenting a lot on this channel. Essentially, it means learning how to meet the emotional needs that your parents weren't able to meet. And it's not about blaming your parents. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's about compassionately stepping into the role of parent for the parts of you that never received the care you needed. When you were a kid, you looked to your parents for everything from food and clothing to emotional support and guidance. If your parents were unable to provide what you needed, it left you feeling insecure and anxious and perhaps even a bit hopeless. But here's the thing. That little kid is still inside you, and those unmet needs are still there. Lucky for us, we get to decide whether that inner child stays perpetually neglected or whether we give that past self the love and attention it deserves. This is why reparenting yourself is such an important concept. It's about recognizing that unmet part of you and becoming the loving parent that you needed when you were young. With that said, it's also important to remember that reparenting isn't about making yourself a martyr. It's not about constantly catering to your inner child or giving into every whim. It's about finding a balance between honoring your inner child's needs and taking care of your current responsibilities. And that brings us to scene number 2. Here's how to reparent yourself in 60 seconds or less. 1. Pause. Whatever you do, don't ignore it. Don't try to push through it or hope it goes away. Instead, take a deep breath, even if you can only spare a few seconds. This helps bring you back to the present moment so you can better understand what's happening. 2. Notice what you're feeling. Label it without judgment. Saying out loud or even just thinking, "I feel anxious, I feel alone, I feel overwhelmed," helps put a name to the feeling and diffuses its power over you. By acknowledging what you're feeling, you're showing up for yourself in a way that your inner child never received. 3. Speak to yourself the way a loving parent would, saying things like, "You're allowed to feel this," "I've got you," "I'm not leaving you," can be incredibly powerful. And it might feel strange at first, but over time this becomes an important tool in your healing journey. 4. Offer physical reassurance. Place your hand over your heart or gently hug yourself. By doing this, you're letting your body know you're safe and loved, something many of us didn't experience growing up. So why does this work? Well, the answer lies in the incredible plasticity of our brains. Your brain doesn't know the difference between someone else comforting you and you comforting yourself. So by practicing self-soothing, you're essentially rewiring your brain to feel safer and more secure. This means you can begin to heal even in the middle of a stressful day, even when no one else understands, and even when you feel like you're not making progress. Over time, these tiny moments of self-soothing create new pathways, new beliefs, and new inner safety. And all it takes is a 60-second shift in perspective. And scene number 4, breaking the old pattern. By now, you've probably noticed that something uncomfortable has come up. Maybe it's a feeling of shame or sadness, or maybe a trigger from your past. Whatever it is, you want to stop and take a moment to acknowledge it. Chances are you've spent a lifetime pushing these feelings away, pretending they're not there or hoping they go away. But here's the thing, they won't go away, not unless you give them the attention they deserve, and that's exactly what this exercise is about. Giving those uncomfortable feelings the attention they deserve. By acknowledging them, you're taking the first step towards healing. You're showing up for yourself in a way that you never received when you were young. And that in itself is revolutionary. So next time you feel triggered, lost, or small, don't push it down. Pause, breathe, feel into it, name it, and reassure both your body and your heart that you're there for you. So we've talked about why reparenting yourself is so important and how to do it in 60 seconds or less. Now let's address the question, why should you do this? What's the point? Well, here's the deal. You're not broken for needing reassurance. You're not weak for craving love and connection. Those needs are human, and meeting them yourself is powerful. Not because you don't need anyone, but because you're learning to be there for you first. Imagine a world where you're not constantly seeking validation or approval from others, where you're not afraid to speak up or stand up for yourself. A world where you feel truly seen, heard, and valued. It's not a fantasy, it's a possibility. A possibility that starts with you and your willingness to show up for yourself. As author and speaker Shefali Tsabari says, when we heal our inner child, we heal our life. It's time to rewrite the story you've been telling yourself for so long. It's time to become the hero of your own story. The truth is, the world needs you to do this. Your friends, family, and colleagues need you to be whole, happy, and fulfilled. But most importantly, you need you. Think about it. How much time and energy do you spend trying to be perfect, trying to do everything right and never making a mistake? How much time and energy does that leave for actually enjoying your life, pursuing your passions, and making a real difference in the world? The answer is probably not enough. It's time to stop beating yourself up for being human. It's time to stop striving for perfection and start embracing your imperfections. Because here's the secret. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes. We all mess up sometimes. But it's not our mistakes that define us. It's how we choose to move forward that really matters. So the next time you feel that urge to be perfect, to do everything right, to never make a mistake, pause and breathe. Remind yourself that you're human and that's okay. You don't have to have it all together all the time. You just have to keep showing up and doing your best. And when you do that, you'll find that your life begins to change in ways you never imagined possible. Reparenting is the most radical form of self-love you'll ever learn. It's not always easy and it's not always comfortable, but it's always worth it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.